Good morning, good morning, good morning. That was like 5 seconds for me and probably like 4 days for you because this video is probably on Monday. Happy Monday morning. Are my dogs about to go bananas? Who knows? But happy Monday morning. I'm hoping I'll just re-record this if they do, but I'm hoping that they're not about to lose their minds. What are we talking about today? So, you guys know my genre of choice is romantasy, high fantasy, historical romance. That is kind of what I really, really love, and that is my bread and my butter. But I have been trying to branch out. I think that if you pigeonholed yourself too much into one genre of anything in life, it's not a good thing. You should open your mind and broaden your horizons to various different subject matters. And one of my resolutions for next year for reading, this year my reading resolution was 150 books. If you watched my last video, you will see that I in fact did read over 150 books. I hit 150 at about mid-November. So that's really, really awesome for me. One of my reading goals for next year is to read more nonfiction. It's not my favorite thing to read. I might start with like famous people biographies. I just need to start somewhere. But it is a goal that I have. I'm not huge on self-help books, but I want to read at least, ideally, I would say one nonfiction book a month next year, but I think that's setting myself up for too much. So I think I'm going to say 5 nonfiction books next year. That is one every other month-ish, right? 6 would be one every other month. So I'm setting myself for 5 nonfiction reads next year. Quote me on it. I'm going to do it. But this is not nonfiction. This is still fiction. However, I say that because I am always looking for different genres to read and to hopefully enjoy. And you guys know I have been trying to get into my dark romance era and been pretty unsuccessful. I have tried quite a few dark romance novels and not enjoyed them at all. Most infamously, I have a video on God of Malice and how I felt about it and what I didn't like about it. And all of that good stuff, you can just go watch that video. Honestly, I didn't trash it too much. I didn't DNF it. It wasn't the most awful thing I've ever read, but I had a lot of emotions and feelings about some of the content. Just come to realize that I think dark romance wasn't for me until this book. This is Lights Out by Navessa Allen. Let me tell you what I liked about it. There's a lot of things to not like about this book. It's kind of cheesy. He's a stalker she finds on TikTok. Like, he does those thirst trap, it's essentially TikTok videos. And she is one of his Uber fans, and he stalks her, and it's basically about stalking and things like that. Lots of mask play. If you are into mask play, you will thoroughly enjoy this book. There's also some BDSM, and it's loads and stuff like that. It is a thoroughly and official dark romance. However, there's a lot of talk about consent. There's a lot of him realizing what he's doing might be too far. There's a lot of consciousness in this book, and that, to me, is what makes this one my dark romance recommendation of the year. Because if you are into consensual things, I think that this is where my safe place is. I really enjoyed this. She's an educated nurse. She is not a innocent, dumb girl who is being taken advantage of. She's not helpless. In fact, she's kind of a badass herself. I really, really enjoyed this book. I liked the characters. Allie and Josh are well-rounded characters. Is it still kick your feet, giggle, and oh my gosh, blush moments and smutty, smutty, smutty? Absolutely. But it's done really freaking well. And I get the hype on it. I really do. The first time I saw this book was a video some girl had posted, and she was just hysterically laughing, trying to tell her husband the plot. And I get that. The plot is plotting, okay? If you were to try to tell a normal person who didn't read dark romance the plot of this book, they would look at you like you were thoroughly fucking insane. And so I 100% get that. But while the plot is a little weird and cheesy, it's done and presented in a really, really great way. It is by far my favorite dabble into dark romance that I have read thus far. I think it's done really well. And yeah, if somebody were to ask me to recommend a dark romance, this is probably what I would recommend right now. Lights Out, Navessa Allen. That's just me. Like I said, it's not, super vanilla. It's also not the darkest of the dark. I have tried some of the darker stuff, and like I said, it's nothing against anybody. I'm not going to kink shame. It's just not for me. And so that's kind of my safe place where I would like to stay in there. I have read like the Butcher and Blackbird series, and they're good. There's consent in there. I do enjoy those books, but I will say I liked Lights Out just a little bit more than those. So that's why it's my pick for dark romance for 2024. If you are into that kind of thing. I know a lot of people that watch me aren't into that kind of thing. And so thanks for watching this video, because it's not for you. But if you are one of the girlies or boys or theys who like to read dark romance, 100% please check out Lights Out. I know you've probably seen TikToks or videos or reels about it and been like, I don't know. Just give it a shot. It is really well done, I thought. So, yeah. That is my review of Navessa Allen's Lights Out. I was once again happily surprised to enjoy that one a lot. I gave it a solid 4 stars. For a dark romance, that is a high score for me. I have a lot of dark romances that I've rated 1s and 2s just because I could barely read them. So, good job, Navessa Allen. I appreciate it. I love you guys so much. I have another mini book haul from the $5.99 book outlet sale coming up. And yeah, stay tuned for that this weekend. So thanks guys so much. I hope you're having a wonderful fall season, and we will see you guys later.